What makes good art? Let's talk about materials, specifically canvases and linens, and how you can tell if it's good or not. Now, the amount of focus that we give to a task is inherently built into what comes out of that process. If I just throw a bunch of things together in a bowl and tell you it's a salad, that's going to taste very different and look very different to the conscious act of me saying, well, I think these objects are going to work well together because I'm trying to enact this feeling. And that just comes from repetition. If I throw stuff into a bowl 100 times and eat it, I'm going to say like, this stuff is better in the bowl than this stuff. The same goes for paintings. So when we're looking at canvases and linens, it's very clear to me as someone that makes stuff, how much effort someone has gone through to understand what they're painting on. So here's an example of some things that I like. These are the sides of two paintings from my studio. Both have been painted on linen, but different linens. The one on the left has been bought from a store where it's been sized and primed for me, and the one on the right is batch produced and left raw. This is the backs of those same paintings, and you can see that the raw linen is still exposed on the back of this one, whereas because of the priming that's happened pre-me, I've had to wrap that around the painting. These two linens have a significant cost difference between them. Equally, one of them has been produced in a factory, whereas one of them is simply the linen created and then sent to the artist without any sizing or priming done to it. The one on the right is a medium grain and the one on the left is a fine grain. This is the fine grain up close. I've got a torch parallel to it so you can see the imperfections in the grain. And this is the medium grain with the same torch position, and as you can see, there's no imperfections in the grain. But when you look at the front of the fine grain linen that's already been primed, you can see it has a great surface. And this is normally what people are buying. Some artists like to have the surface curated for them so that it's pristine. Others see that as part of the work that they're meant to do for you to create a great piece of work. This isn't to say that the most expensive grains or linens or canvases or even materials are the most important. But what is important is the decisions that have been made along the way to make the product that you're seeing in front of you. Because all of those decisions sum together to make what's in front. And the more that you can interrogate and look at those decisions, the more you're going to understand about the artist and how conscious they were in the act of creating what's in front of you.